We're going to do newbie resumes, fiascos, and then dig into some formatting issues.
Don't put an objective at the top. They know your objective is to find a job. You really don't need to state that. The business school has a great template that's available online. Take a look at some of the business school templates and just choose one. This is like a hodgepodge of a mess of let's put on everything we've ever done in our entire life on a resume. I think it's important to pick and choose things that are applicable.
When you're farther along in your career, the most important selling points should be further up at the top. While the degrees are nice, they go at the bottom now. The first thing I think of when I see this is that it's an eye chart. It's a test because it's really challenging to read because the font's so small.
There should be no pops of color on a financial investment banking resume. It's a black and white moment. You should embrace that. I'm thinking, no, you live in black and white. That's where you live. That's where investment banks live. Reading the word lubricate on a resume made me uncomfortable. I'm talking about how many times I've seen the word quarterback on a resume. I'm going to quarterback this deal. There's some like wheelhouse or top ranked or top quartile. Part of the issue with leaving out the other skills is that it's much harder to tell a story when all you do is list your execution capabilities on deals, especially in a sluggish market. If you have been impacted by a RIF, and your end date is end of July, you need to put an end date on your resume. Even if you are still quote unquote technically employed, because technically employed doesn't really mean anything. People really care about closed deals. If you don't have any closed deals, you can allude to maybe one or two hung deals. But if you start listing still in process deals that should have closed 6 months ago, that just looks bananas. At a certain point, you have to pay your rent and you have to eat. If you have to take a gig, you got to take a gig. I went from working at Marvel Comics to going to Bear Stearns. So I totally understand the importance of a story. If I could sell myself into investment banking, basically anybody can.